guys, it's Emmarie, and in today's video I'm going to be putting to the test a knockoff version of the wet brush that costs $5. This brush is supposed to be so much better than the wet brush and cost less. So I'm going to put that to the test to help you hopefully save some money and so you can have the best hair of your life because you are enough. Okay, over the last month, I did a few tests pinning the wet brush head to head against this brush by the company called Bathpack. This brush has been my holy grail brush for years. Like, it's been the best brush of my life. When I heard about this, when I heard that it was supposed to be better and more affordable, I had to put it to the test. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. First test is on wet hair. Okay, my hair is damp, not soaking wet. I would say it's about 40 or 50% of the way dry. My roots are pretty dry. Okay, so I'm gonna divide my hair in half as best I can, and we'll start with the wet brush. I know that I'll have different kinds of tangles and sizes and all that stuff on either side, and so it's not exactly fair, but we'll kind of get a general idea of how long it takes. I have really, really long hair, if you didn't know. It's long. We'll just take a rough estimate. Okay, wet brush on this side. My hair's not super tingly just because, I brush my hair. Oh, there's something before I get in the shower, but you wash your hair, you put stuff in it, it's gonna get tingly. And stuff is flying everywhere. I mean, I love my wet brush. It's the only kind of brush like this I've ever used, so I'm excited to try the Bathpack. Okay, so that took about 45 seconds. Ish. Before I go on this side, I want to kind of compare the brushes. This is disgusting now. These bristles feel a little bit stiffer. It might just be because my brush is kind of older. It might be because these are stiffer. I don't know. But besides that, feel and look about the same. This one's dirty now. I cleaned it right before. I should have done a comparison before I used it. But the handles, grip is the same. Reset. Now this is the first time I've used it. Start. Oh wow. That feels different though. I don't know how to describe it. It just is getting through the tangles better. I'm done. What? That took about 25 seconds. Wow. I feel like I didn't really have any tangles, but I know I did, but it felt like I didn't when I was brushing through. The wet brush does a good job of not pulling at your hair when you have tangles, but that's insane. What? Okay, I didn't believe people when they said that it was 10 times better, but so far it is. Now, I'm curious to see what happens when I do the next few tests because those will all be on dry hair. Round 1 goes to Bathpack. I just finished working out, forgive this. For this next little test, we're going to be testing out which one does better on hair that hasn't been brushed in a few days. Don't freak out, that might gross you out, that might make you have a meltdown. I don't know. All I know is once in a while I will go a certain time period for just a couple days where I'm super busy, I'm not really filming, I'm not doing anything super fancy where I need to look spectacular, and my hair just kind of goes from a braid to a ponytail to a bun, and I don't really need to brush my hair besides kind of finger comb it to get the big knots out. So we're gonna see what happens. My hair is also really gross because it's getting closer and closer to hair washing day. So you get to see my kind of dirty hair. But again, I'm going to divide my hair in half as best as I can. We got some stuff we're working with here. It's definitely not going to be easy. I'm timing it again just for fun. Stopwatch, ready. We're gonna do right side with the wet brush, starting from the bottom. And I've always known this. But I will admit that the wet brush does a better job when your hair is wet. Now, I'm not saying that a normal brush does a better job when your hair is dry. No, but it's not perfect. But it's the best that I've ever had. So these knots, they're right at the nape of my neck, are the worst out of all of my hair. Okay, that was about a minute and 45 seconds. Not awful, especially with how bad the tangles were. We'll see what this guy does. Ready, set, go. Okay, I can already tell the difference. It's going through tangles so much better. It also sounds different, which is weird, but I'm getting through my hair a lot faster, and it definitely doesn't hurt as much. I mean, I do a pretty good job holding on to my hair so it doesn't hurt, and working my way up so there's at least amount of pain and damage as possible. That is 57 seconds. I also would like to note, and I couldn't really tell when my hair was wet. Now I can that my hair's dry and I'm brushing through it. My hair on this side with the Bathpack is a lot softer. I don't know if it's because it didn't have to go through as much stress because it wasn't being brushed as much and it was a lot more gentle or whatever, but there's actually a big difference. It kind of feels like I put like leave-in conditioner or something on this side of my hair and I didn't on this side. And it's not like my hair's not soft normally, but like this is like a big difference. And now I'm gonna put dry shampoo in my hair because I can't handle it anymore. Okay, for the last two tests, I need my hair curled. I just curled my hair today. It's like an hour or two ago. I did tighter curls. You can't really tell. There we go. Tighter waves. I don't normally brush my curls out with a brush. I will, if I use something besides my hands, it will be a very wide tooth comb just because I really don't want to break up the curls as much. But I know some people like to break up their curls a lot with a brush. Also, this is the closest test I can do for people with curly hair. I know it's not the same, like even close to the same, but I'm just working with what I got. So we're gonna see if it makes the curls shinier, less shinier, frizzy, if it breaks them apart too much, all of that stuff. So we're gonna use right side the bath pack because that has more hair and so gives them bigger chance to mess up, I guess. And left side wet brush. We'll start with the wet brush. I'm not gonna time myself this time. I know some people might think that was over dramatic. Oh, dang it. That made a lot of my curls disappear. I realized that they're just gonna turn into like waves, but it just kind of breaks my heart. It's okay. I just spent like 45 minutes curling my hair. It's fine, there's still bend in them. Dang it. Well, the wave is completely gone from my chin down basically, except for like right next to my face where I have like longer pieces. It made my hair frizzy. Can you tell the difference? Okay, let's see how the bath pack does. Okay, I have to like, okay, let's see how this does. I'm being super gentle. I'm trying to tell a difference. I'm definitely gonna go through all this footage before I give my final opinion so I can look at it from a different perspective. But I feel like it's like the curls on the bath pack side look a tiny bit more intact and a tiny bit more shiny. It definitely still frizzed out a little bit, but not as bad. And I feel like they stayed together just a tiny bit better, not by much, and they're just a little bit more shiny. There's not as big of a difference as I thought there would be just from the other tests that we've done so far. I put hairspray in my hair after I curled it. They both did a good job going through the hairspray. I didn't really have any like knots or things that it caught on. I would say these curls held up a little bit stronger from my point of view. We'll see what Editing Me says. So I don't know about you, but the hardest, most difficult time to brush my hair out is after it's been curled at the end of the day. Like that's when the most tingles develop. It's just there's more texture for it to grab onto. So pull this hair scrunchie out. And this will be the true test to see how well, see how well it does there with all this craziness. This is gonna be fun. Okay, we'll see which one is less painful. We already kind of get an idea of how fast they can brush their hair. I want to get an idea of how well on this test specifically. So we'll see. And my curls are like gone. It's fine. I'm just gonna wear my hair in a bun tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Alright, one thing that I'm noticing is the brush still isn't really getting caught. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, you don't have to like stop and like work through a knot, even on like the really bad tangles. Ow. I have a zit on my eyebrow and it hurts so bad. Okay, my final thoughts on the bath pack versus wet brush. I agree with myself earlier where the curls on the bath pack side just look just a little bit shinier, not quite as like poofy frizzy. My hair does not do good brushing, period. Like I don't think I've ever had a good experience brushing my hair out when it's curly. So it didn't surprise me that it did that. I think for people who normally don't have that issue, you'll just have better results. And I've been using this brush for a month now. Yeah, it's been over a month actually. Consistently every time I brush my hair, I've actually noticed my split ends and like the overall health of my hair improve. Like, which sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. I've noticed I haven't gotten as many split ends since my last haircut, and I have been using heat on my hair too, which I wasn't in the past when I was using this guy. So I think overall we have a winner. This is $5. I'll put a link in the description box. It's not, this video is not sponsored or anything. This is just my opinion. I bought this brush myself, so I will link it in the description box. It is over $5 depending on how much shipping costs for you. They are based in Utah, so shipping was pretty cheap for me, but it might be a little bit closer to the wet brush price depending on where you live. Just FYI. If you want to check out my last hair tutorial, you can click right here. If you want to check out my last hair project review, you can click right here. And if you want to subscribe, you can click right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye! Mwah!